Hey, everybody. All right. Just give me a minute and let some people get in here, and I'll be right with you guys. All right. How is everybody? Hope you guys are good. Hope everything is awesome. All right. So, there's a few things that we definitely have to talk about today because we might have ourselves a new suspect. And not that I am not taking any thing away from Sammy. I still believe that girl is 100% guilty, but we might have somebody else that fits into this that I have never heard of before. I don't know if some of you have, but I never have. So, we're going to get into this. We're going to recap a bunch of stuff. And this is going to be good. It's going to be like we took a step back and we are just going to look at everything and we are going to include this new person. And I'll get to why I think this person fits into this story. Hold on just a minute. All right, you guys good? Am I buffering on your end? All right. So, like I said, we'll get to this new person, all right? But we're going to I will probably bring this new person into light and tell you how this possibly could be connected and why I think that this person might be involved. All right? Now, this was brought to me by somebody else. And then when I took a look into them, we were like, okay, this could be a possibility. All right, so let's get into that first, you guys. All right, so have you guys ever heard the name Cody Milne before? Because I never had. Never in this whole story has this character come up. Okay? But he is from Truckee. There's a lot of things about him. And I'll tell you how I think that it all fits together, okay? So how are you guys? Hope you guys are good. Yeah, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Hold on a second. Let me get my night bot going. Okay. All right. So let's get into this, all right? So Cody Milne, this name has never come up to me before. I've never seen his name before. But again, like after checking him out and like looking for things, this would fit the story. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so there is a person named Cody Milne. He goes to Truckee High. All right. Now, Sammy just graduated from Truckee High. Okay. So this is where I think the connection comes in between the two people. But first I'll tell you who this kid is and all this stuff. This is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy that his name has not brought up before. All right, so let's check this out, you guys. Okay, Cody Milne is a rapist and has sexually assaulted multiple people at Truckee High and possibly other schools. He is being protected by the administration, and they have done nothing to prevent or stop this. Mr. Newberger stated that he does not tolerate sexual assault, yet continues to have a repeat offender on campus. This is not safe for his victims, and for other people, his victims just want to go to school safely and in peace and not have to worry about seeing someone that sexually violated them on campus almost daily. For the safety of all students at Truckee High, please get Cody Milne off campus. Okay, now that in itself is a little bit crazy, like knowing that there's a guy, there is a teen out there in Truckee who is sexually assaulting victims. Nobody's doing anything about it. He's being protected by the administration. He's being protected by the police, obviously, or they would have done something about this. Okay? There's literally a petition to get this kid removed because nobody will do anything. This seems to fit in with Truckee well, doesn't it? I mean, it just makes sense that this is coming from Truckee. Of course, nobody's doing anything about it. Crime seems to happen there all the time, and nobody does a thing about it. It's insane. Okay, so. Okay, all right, let me go back. All right, now I found this picture. This came up under his name, so I'm going to guess, because I typed in his name in Truckee, and this came up. It would seem to fit right in, wouldn't it? It would fit right into this story perfectly. Now, you guys want to hear the craziest thing about this story? So not only is this kid assaulting girls and apparently raping them, and the administration is not doing anything about it. The cops are obviously not doing anything about it. There's a petition going around trying to get this kid removed. And okay, now let me go over here and show you this. Oh, I don't have his golf thing up here. So he has a golf thing from school. I guess he was like on the golf team or whatever. And it looks just like Miss Sammy Smith's page. Graduated in 2022. Sammy Smith, she played tennis, he played golf. But he has the same, I can't believe I don't have it up here. And it took me forever to do this, you guys. Like, it took me forever to get this, to find, like, get all this stuff, get it all set up. I don't think people realize how much time it really takes. So please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Okay. So Sammy Smith, this is hers, right? Now he has the same exact one, and she just graduated this year. So they obviously attended school together. They obviously know each other. He looks like a partier. I'm not saying for 100% they do, but you guys want to hear the craziest thing about this kid? His parents own a tow truck company. How insane is that? In Truckee. They have one in Truckee, they have one in Reno, and they have one somewhere else. I can't remember the other place because it wasn't important. But his parents, this assaulter and rapist parents who's being protected by administration and LE, his parents own a freaking tow company. How crazy is that? Roadside assistance. Let's check it out. Roadside assistance. Not every automotive mishap calls for a tow truck. If you run out of gas, get locked out of your car, need a tire change, or run into any other kind of trouble, Milne Towing Service is here to get you back on the road quickly and safely. We are a comprehensive towing, transportation, and roadside assistance provider serving northern Nevada and northern California. Our trained and licensed operators perform light, medium, and heavy-duty towing, recoveries, and roadside assistance services. I don't know. I'm just saying that if he could be the mystery guy, he could be the mystery that we're all not seeing in this picture. What do you guys think? Is that freaking insane or what? I think that it is. I think that there is a very deep cover up happening here. And this could, and you guys, this could be, I mean, look at all the people that are involved in this story. Sammy is the way she is, obviously never gave a shit. Partying it up, living her life. None of the, this kid, I'm not saying 100% that they are connected and this is the mystery kid. But this could be the mystery kid. And his parents just happen to own a tow truck service who offers roadside assistance. So I'm just saying, what if he's the mystery guy, he was involved in this, and that's why we haven't seen the tow truck video yet? Because the kid has obviously been protected by everybody and all the adults in this town. Like, what is really going on in this town and with these people? How has this kid's name never come up before when he's a known rapist and a known to assault women or girls, whatever, and he's being protected? The cops won't do anything. The administration won't do anything. That's why there's a freaking petition out there. I mean, is that crazy or what? And this kid's never been brought up before. But where is the video from the tow truck company itself? They have it all recorded, right? They never said the name. Did they ever say the name of the company that Nick worked for, that he said he worked for? Yeah, I know. But does anybody remember in the interview if he said what he worked for? What company? I'm not accusing him. Let me get that through to everybody. I am not accusing this kid. All I am saying, I am just trying to point out these different connections and these different things. So I am not accusing him. I said that. I said he might not be connected. But there's a few coincidences in here that make you a little bit curious. So that's what we do here, in case you guys didn't know. Anybody that's new, we bring up these theories, we talk about them, we welcome everybody else's opinion. But this is a connection and a name that I have never heard brought up before. Yeah, he said roadside assistance, but so he never said, what if it is you guys? This kid could be our missing link. Could be our missing link. I still believe wholeheartedly that Sammy's guilty, that Mags is guilty, that they all have guilty knowledge. They all know what happened. I'm just saying, what if he's the one that that hasn't been out yet? What if he's the one that, you know what I mean, could, like, is a missing piece to the puzzle? That's all I'm saying. All right, so, like I said, we're going to go over a few things, and we are going to discuss them. There's a lot of things here, but I wanted to put that out. I think that's important. And I think it could be important. Let me rephrase. I think this is a possible connection that I've never heard anywhere else. I've never even heard this kid's name brought up in this whole thing. So I'm just saying. So let's take a look at Sammy's most infamous video she's got over here. Now this is from American Dream Chasers channel. I might know.
There is so much to explore in Rochester. Plan your trip today.
But I don't know everything, so
busy. Backstage. So let's go ahead and take this. Welcome Sammy Smith.
hi.
And Sammy, thank you so much. I know you've been super busy, and it's an honor. It's a privilege to have you. I'm sorry for the circumstances, but I know you're super busy. You're pressed for time. So let's get to it. I know you've been repeating yourself all day, but what's the latest? Tell us who Kiely Rodni is. Go ahead. I'll let you have the stage.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Kiely. Yeah.
You're welcome. I know you're super busy. I know you got to be tired. I know you've been busy.
Yeah.
I followed you.
Before I go any further, is there any one of you in this chat that thinks that this girl is in no way connected? I just want to know. If you guys think that if any of you think that Sammy has nothing to do with this and she's totally innocent, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat.
You at the press conference today, and I know you're a busy girl, and I just want to say I really admire what you're doing. You're amazing young lady. You're only 18 years old, right?
Yeah, I'm 18.
It's outstanding for a young girl your age to. But anyway, nonetheless, I know you're pressed for time, and everybody's wanting to know what's the latest. What is? Well, I'll let you take it from the top. Who's Kiely Rodni? Let's go back to the beginning, I guess, real quick. Just give us a rundown.
Totally. Yeah. So, Kiely is one of my close friends. We met through mutual friends, and we became closer in the past year to coming months.
Became closer in the last year to coming months.
Recently, and she is just a light in a lot of people's lives. She's wonderful. She's smiling all the time. She's caring. She's beautiful.
I don't mean to keep pausing this, but did you guys just see where she rolled her eyes when she said that? You can tell that this girl is just dripping with jealousy for Kiely.
She's there for anybody who has ever needed her. She's very outgoing. She's outdoorsy too. She loves the water. She loves to sing.
She loves the water.
Her voice is just amazing too, and she's just a beautiful girl, and we all miss her a lot. And so,
yeah, I'm sure. You saw her at the party, right? You were at the party with her?
Yes, I was the last person to contact her after the party, and I was with her basically throughout the.
Which those of you that are new to the channel won't know. We've gone through this picture and pointed out all the flaws in this picture. I, for one, do not believe at all that is Kiely. I think this is 100% like a They photoshopped the crap out of this picture.
Entire party. I was
No, it's okay.
walking
It's
around
okay.
with her,
I know you. I
and
know you got a lot going on. I
yeah,
get it.
I'm at the teen to teen meetup, so there's a lot of
No,
kids outside.
everybody's wanting to talk to you, and like I said, I greatly appreciate every minute I have with you.
Yeah,
Can you take a quick look at this photo? Is this
yeah,
what she? Can you confirm whether or not she was wearing this at the night of the party? Is that what she was wearing?
yeah. So that top is exactly what I saw her in. If you can see on her left side, on her hip, you can see some skin. She was wearing a black bodysuit. I remember
Mm.
because we went to the bathroom together, peed in the woods together a couple of times, and so that's her shirt right there. The pants were different that she wore to the party.
She just said in her own words that the pants were different that she wore to the party. But all over the news, and we will get to that, they literally said that that was the last thing that she was seen worn in. Like the last thing she was wearing. Okay?
She was wearing green Dickies pants, but that belt is definitely what she was wearing too. I remember watching her have to take it off when we were using the restroom.
See, Sammy made this belt an important thing. Nobody would have cared anything about the belt had Sammy not literally mentioned it a couple of times. And she was like, yeah, I remember the belt because she had to take it off to go to the bathroom. What girl takes their belt off to go to the bathroom? I'm just saying.
Together, we were out using the outdoor restroom, if like popping
Okay.
squat basically. So yeah,
That was
and
just released from the Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
yeah,
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Is that? Can you confirm that, or is that
yeah.
just?
So that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County.
Earning a college degree shouldn't take 4 years, and it doesn't have to. WGU's online
Sheriff's Office, Facebook, or anything, then it is not true.
So there you go. The black bodysuit that was found on the road that goes from Boca to Prosser, she just dismissed that. And as soon as she dismissed that, everybody just went, okay, it wasn't hers. Easy as that, right, guys?
And it is not something that people should be following on or trust.
This is not something that people should be following on. To me, she's saying, hey, don't look into this. Don't worry about it. You know, it's nothing.
The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for.
The information will be coming from us. She does not say the police department. She says us.
Or if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay. Perfect. So at the night of the party, the last time you saw her, can you tell us about, I guess, give us a rundown of the party real quick. I understand it was a large gathering.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be a senior farewell party where all the seniors and everybody from around our area, like Tahoe.
Notice where she says it was supposed to be.
And Truckee and Incline and Kings Beach were supposed to be there. They were invited there because.
And did you just see, you guys, where she did it? They were invited there because, and then she makes a face like, oh man, I screwed up.
It was supposed to be like saying goodbye to your favorite seniors before everybody starts going off to college, because soon enough here people are going to start leaving and moving out. And so Kylie's a senior, or she graduated early, so she's considered a senior, and I was a senior, so every senior was initially invited to the party. And as well, all grades.
Liar, liar, liar. You can just tell, guys. It's so hard. It's so hard.
Grades were invited just so that they could say goodbye. So I had talked with Kiely, and I had known she was going beforehand.
It was a senior farewell party, but all grades were invited. It was supposed to be seniors, but all grades were invited.
I hadn't planned on going together, and we ended up not going together. Sorry,
I keep pausing this, but I have to point these things out. So those of you that have been on our channel, you know that we've gone through this word for word, everything she said. I wrote it all down and we went through it that way. But you really can point out all the inconsistencies in her story and all the times that you can tell that she is lying to you. Okay?
All grades were invited just so that they could say goodbye. So I had talked with Kiely and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together and we ended up not going together. She came with her best friend Mags, Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kiely goodbye and everything, and they were never planning on like leaving together or staying together at the party.
They were never planning on leaving together or staying together at the party. So why did Mags why did Mags go? Right, guys? Because she's the one who hand delivered Kiely to Sammy and whatever happened to her that night. Mags was the reason that Kiely was there in the first place. Thanks, baby. So I just want to point that out to you guys. This girl, you can tell, is a very manipulative person. And just listen to how she talks. It's kind of crazy.
They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the day. And then I saw her the second she got there. And from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party. We would break off for mere moments from each other to
pretty much seen together throughout the whole party. Seen together.
Go talk to other people or to go do other things. You know.
Notice when she says to go do other things, her eyes go up. This is a sign.
You know, but we would always come back to each other. We were just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers, throwing glow sticks into the party. And it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30. It just blew up. Like, it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed. And I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been overwhelmed. I've actually been underwhelmed.
Welcome to the Lowe's Game Plan. Pro tips to help you win the home game.
But this party, it was very large. Like,
do you guys see this girl? She's like, oh, I was very overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. It's just crazy, you guys. Please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want to, you can become a member.
It was bigger than any party we've had in Truckee all year. And for a lot of years past, there were people from what we think Sacramento, San Francisco. I remember talking to somebody who was from San Francisco, Reno, Folsom, areas that were just way out of reach from it. And it was really overwhelming and weird to see, but I didn't really think much of it. I just thought, oh, kids are around here. They have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not?
Because we're all just rich, spoiled kids who do whatever the hell we want to do when we want to do it.
So then Kiely and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes. And then we went to her car to charge her phone. And we were talking about just random stuff.
She lost it, guys. She lost what she had memorized to say. See, she stumbles for a minute.
And then it's kind of hard to remember. And so, or no, we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just.
I'm just saying, what kind of person is sitting there talking to somebody about charging this whole thing? She sounds like the two party goers who called in, and none of their shit made sense either.
About the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party, and we were around in there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride.
If you guys have not, for those of you that are new, make sure you listen to this part of the story. It's very important.
Was leaving, and I wanted to stay at the party longer.
So she asked Kiely for a ride because her ride was leaving and she wanted to stay longer. Now listen to what she says right after.
And so then we ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when
What? You literally just said that you just asked Kiely for a ride because your ride was leaving and you wanted to stay longer. And then you, right after that, you're like, okay, so we split up because I had to go find another ride. Does she not? I mean, you guys.
we got back into the party after leaving the car so that we could sorry, my mind is in a moment.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I want to take a couple of questions here real quickly. Noah in the chat wants to ask you, who was fighting at the party? The girl and guy. Look into them. Was there a fight at the party?
Yeah, so there were some friendly fights that were going on. There was, like, we had boxing gloves. People were, like, trying to instigate.
This part is very important too. I know you guys are probably getting mad at me for interrupting, but I want to point these parts out that a lot of people, I don't think, when you're just listening, you're not really getting it. So I just wanted to point that out.
It wasn't anybody who had really any drama or they
No.
weren't enemies or anything. It was more just friendly fights to keep entertainment going. This happens at a lot of our parties. We just
Watch
do it to
your
have fun.
face.
If somebody gets hurt, like, we have people on them, but it's
So
just a way to keep each other
it
safe.
wasn't like a fight out of anger. It was just kind of
No.
just a fun competition type of fighting.
Yeah, just see
I-
who wins and who goes home with the title, which I will randomly admit people do end up getting in fights over who won, but not this time.
But not this time. Did you see how she said that so smugly? I do not believe for 1 second that she did not do anything to Kiely. Granted, people do get into fights, but not this time. Just look at her face when she says that.
Just a fun competition type of fighting.
Yeah, just see who wins and who goes home with the title, which I will randomly admit people do end up getting in fights over who won, but not this time.
Daniel Taylor, and Nola, thank you for that comment. Daniel Taylor's in the house. Daniel Taylor wants to ask you, did Kiely have her boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend with her at the party?
No, there was no ex-boyfriend there. Her ex-boyfriend lived in Napa. He was in Napa at the time, and I think he lives in Napa.
She did. Okay.
And he actually drove up the next day the second he heard that she was missing. He's very close with her family and her. There was no anything. And she does not currently have a boyfriend. She was rocking the single life, like we used to say. She just wanted to be open and single and have fun as a kid.
I get it. She's only
upside
16.
down.
She's just a baby. I just can't even imagine. How's mom doing? Have you talked to her mom at all?
Yeah, so I've been in close contact with the family.
How they doing? She looked just a nervous wreck. I can't even imagine what she's going through.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say our thoughts and prayers are with the family. It's got to be a hard time. What can we do to help? What can the public do?
Oh, the top pick. Yep, I pick you.
Do the web sleuths out there? What can we do to help find Kiely? What can we do to help you?
To everyone at this point around the world, I'm hoping that this is reaching, and if anybody's seeing this, just if they can keep sharing this, get the story out to neighbors and friends and family and local news stations and local newspapers and posting flyers, making flyers, screenshotting, and somehow making flyers. We need this information to spread everywhere. We're trying to get posters everywhere, information everywhere, just trying to have everybody in the world at this point looking for Kiely and just trying to find Kiely. And if anybody sees anything, to report it immediately to the sheriff's, the police, the Placer County Sheriff's Office, or the numbers that have been loaded on. There's been a lot of trouble and frustration with people about the tip line, but they have to understand that there's 1,000 people in there working, getting millions of calls a day now.
I know you had stated that we're not trying to create any rumors, but there was something on the Facebook page that.
Here you go, guys. This is where he brings up, and I'm glad he brought this up, but this is where he brings up the Sacramento thing on the Neighbors app. And she says, nope, it's not true. And it just got tossed to the side, just like the black shirt. Just like the black bodysuit. So there was somebody else there who had a black bodysuit, and that's the one they found. Do you see what I'm saying? But just by this girl's word, we're going off of Kiely's been missing since 12:30. And now it was 1 because somebody called in and said, oh, they saw her at 1 o'clock. But we're going by, this whole case is based off this chick's story. Which, oh yeah, we were at a party. There was drugs there. There was strange men there. There was, Kiely was getting wasted. We were walking around doing shots, drinking out of the same cup. We kept going back to her car to get alcohol. Everything goes off of this girl's story, this whole case. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Where is somebody else that is credible that will literally come out in person and not hide behind, a voice changer and anonymity and be like, yeah, there was a party and I was there and this is what happened and blah, 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 blah. You don't have any of that. I think this is such crap.
I wanted to see if maybe you can comment on this. It says 2 days ago on the Neighbors app, at 1 o'clock in the morning, a topless female was being chased by a Honda CRV and was pulled back into the vehicle in Sacramento, California. That's about an hour and 38 minutes away from Prosser Campground. Kiely drives the Honda CRV. Her tank top was possibly found at the scene. I know we just discussed that. We can't verify that is true. Down the road from so they're saying her tank top was found at the scene down the road from the Prosser Campground. The timestamps could be off due to a camera clock being accurate or inaccurate. But I don't know is there anything you can comment on that?
Yeah, so we are investigating into that currently from my knowledge of the detectives, and it has not been confirmed nor denied that if that is Kiely, but we do not believe that her shirt has not been found. I can confirm that her shirt.
Oh, she can confirm that because that would tie it all together. But we're going off of this chick's say that was not her shirt. Why? Why is there so much trust in Sammy? I mean, you guys, this is clearly being covered up. Like, there is clearly a huge cover up happening here. And I don't care who wants to say conspiracy nothing. Do you not listen to the story? Do you not hear the things? Like that of that girl being topless in Sacramento, being chased by a car and pulled back into that vehicle after she tried to get away. The only reason that we think that people think that is bullshit is because Sammy said it was not true. So it just got tossed to the side and nobody ever looked at it again until I pulled it out a while ago. And I was like, you guys, and anybody who's been on my channel can tell you, I've been saying that. Why did we just dismiss this? Because Sammy said so? How do we know that's not her black shirt or her black bodysuit? Because Sammy said so? Sammy's a known liar. Sammy clearly could not give a crap about Kiely or anybody else but herself. So what's the deal here, guys?
Shirt was not found, nor were any articles of her clothing at all.
Okay, I want to let's repeat that. The spaghetti strap shirt that was claimed to have been found, that was not hers.
No, it was not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and everything. Not.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. So the spaghetti strap shirt, the top that was found, that did not belong to Kiely Rodni. Thank you for that, Sammy.
Yeah.
So I can. So now when we watched the press conference, the police were saying that they're trying to get everybody
at that party. I've posted teen meetups, teen to teens, where there's no adults, no parents, and no media coverage. Everybody stays anonymous, and everybody does not get, everybody is just talking teen to teen. We have interviewers, only about 7 or 8 of us, and that
7 or 8 of us, as in those teens in their group. I mean, come on. This is crazy. This is crazy that this whole case rests on this girl's freaking this girl's statements. I am sorry.
That's the limit we're trying to keep it at, to keep the information kind of in a...
Keep the information contained is what she wanted to say. That's what she wanted to say. Let me just click over. I want to make sure I'm not... Okay. I mean, what do you guys think?
Simple one source area that we can go to, and we've moved locations multiple, trying to make things more convenient in the Tahoe area, in the Truckee area. We've held one last night, and then we held one tonight, and we had a lot of teens come out today and explain things. It's just a way for teens to not feel the pressure of getting in trouble by their parents, or to feel like the cops are going to get them in trouble, or to feel that...
Oh, travel, how we've missed you. Except for the
media will spread their face all over the internet. We're just trying to get teens to be honest, because kids will tell kids who they can't.
They're taking in all the information from the teens. The cops are not even talking to the teens. They freaking literally told us that. The cops told us they weren't talking to the teens. The teens were talking to the teens. The teens were getting all the information that came in and filtering out what they wanted to go to police and what they didn't. And the police were letting that happen.
And kids will tell kids who they drank with, and
they don't want mom and dad to know what really happened at the party.
Exactly.
I totally get that, and that's good that you're doing that. Laura Truan just was in the comments. Laura Truan says you're doing a great job, Sammy. So I'm trying to think, what else can you tell us that can help? Anything specific about that car? Is there anything like, I don't know, maybe did the car? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So a lot of us just remember today, because again,
a lot of us just remembered today. Really? You guys all just happened to remember the same day about a sticker on the back of her car?
We weren't ever really looking severely at her vehicle when we were just...
If you guys notice that, she said, we just noticed this today because we've never really looked at the back of her vehicle. Until when?
Friends with her, but we do all remember that she has a sticker of a bull. We don't have the exact sticker, but it's a sticker of a bull that is right under the windshield wiper.
It wasn't even a bull, it was a ram.
Is where the back windshield, the animal. It's a sticker of a bull, the animal, like a cow with horns.
Okay.
Right under the back windshield wiper. It's right under that, and her car does have hubcaps, because in a lot of these pictures, cars don't have hubcaps. Her car has Honda hubcaps.
Okay. Wow. So look for that car that has it may have a bull sticker, a sticker of a bull on the back window, that 2013 Honda CRV. It's a silver car.
And there's a sunroof as well.
And it has a sunroof. Okay, that's another good detail. So it has a sunroof and it has a bull sticker. There's a sticker of a bull, the animal, a bull, on the underneath the back wiper, the rear wiper, the rear.
Yes, right under it at the time, so I wasn't
I get
fully attentive of who exactly was around us. When we were going around together, we were just in a lot of different huge groups of people we had never met, because her and I are similar in the sense that we're both very social. We'll talk to anybody we meet. We love meeting people, and so that's what we were doing and everything.
You girls are amazing. I'm just impressed, but it's so sad that this has happened. I just man, my heart goes out to the family. I just she's a beautiful young girl. She's only I got a daughter the same age. Lord, I can't imagine what they're going through. I just can't imagine. I'm just trying to think. I'm assuming that they're checking mine shafts. Maybe the car went down off the road into a ravine. I don't know. But the phone. What about the phone? Can you tell us about her cell phone? Is there anything specific you can tell us? Go ahead.
So it has we're having trouble remembering what color. Like, my cell phone is a green phone, but I have an orange case on it. But
you'd think that if you were so close with somebody and you've been so close with them for months, and knowing how teen girls are, that you would know what your close friend's cell phone looked like.
Do know that her phone has a black case on it with a sticker on the very middle back that says sex wax on it, and it's an iPhone, not the Samsung that was found. It's an iPhone.
Don't you think that is weird, you guys? So we got a black bodysuit that was found. Nope, not hers. We got a tip that came in Sacramento, a girl running topless down the street pulled into a Honda CRV. Nope, not her. We have a cell phone, a black cell phone that they found, a Samsung. Nope, not hers. You guys, come on.
So it's an iPhone.
I forget which generation and which number, but I can post about that or something, or get in contact with you.
Okay. Real quickly, Laura Truan wants to ask you, what about pictures and social media posts?
I think that was her phone, and I think they've had the phone the entire freaking time. I think they just don't want to release it because there's evidence on there that would bring a lot of people down, and there's too many people involved at this point. The kids' parents, the cops. That phone is gone. I don't think we'll ever see anything from that phone.
There has to be evidence this party went down. I'm sure there's people taking photos or TikToks. I'm sure there's got to be a TikTok video of the fight or something, right? There's got to be something out there.
Yeah. So there's hundreds of videos. We have videos of people taking video.
So she says there's hundreds of videos and there's hundreds of photos. She says we have people taking videos of people taking videos. Yet the cops come out in it the next day or the day after and say that they've gotten nothing. Nobody's coming in to talk to them. So what is the truth? What is the real story happening here? And by the way, Miss Sammy, when you post anything on the internet, it's on the internet. It doesn't matter if you delete it or not. It's out there somewhere. So if there were videos and photos from this party and they were posted on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, any of these places, even though you deleted them, they would still be out there somewhere. Some of those pictures and videos would have slipped. Every picture and video that we have gotten has been proved to be from another night at another party. That's how often these kids do this.
Oh, wow.
We have
very good. Very good.
Hundreds of videos, hundreds of pictures. We've asked everybody to send us any videos and any pictures that they have, even if it's a picture that looks exactly like something else sent us. It could have different angles. We are looking at an app called Be Real, which is where a lot of kids waited because
So what happened? Was she getting the pictures and the videos? The teens, were they getting the pictures and the videos and just getting rid of them, not reporting them? I don't believe that. I think there is people, adults, looking over these teens' shoulders and making sure that everything that they wanted to happen, happened. Everything that they wanted to come out, came out. Everything that they wanted to keep under wraps, stayed under wraps. That's what I think, and that's what I take from this whole thing.
Be Real, it's an app where you can post a picture, and there's 2 minutes at random points in the day. There's only one a day. And it comes as a notification will pop up on your phone.
She just said random posts a day. There's one a day. She literally contradicts herself how many times in this interview. This is crazy that this whole freaking case goes off this girl's story and the friends that she got to back her up. Do you guys not see how insane this is? This does not happen. Find me one other case where this has ever happened and teens ran everything and adults let that happen. Please find me one.
That says you have 2 minutes left to post your Be Real. Everybody has, you can post it later in the time, but you're supposed to post it in that time. We're looking at everybody's Be Reals because we know a lot of people waited until they were at that party to post their Be Reals. So we're looking for people to look back in their Snap memories of anybody that we can see in those videos. Anybody that we can see in those Be Reals. We are looking at Instagram posts, photos taken on video cameras, photos taken on Snapchat, videos on all of these, and everything.
Okay. She lived fairly close. Is this picture correct? She was about 12 miles away.
I don't care what anybody says. If you guys listen to this part, she totally slips up and tells us what. Listen to this.
The Prosser family campground was roughly about 12 miles from her house. Is that correct?
That dot is not exactly where she was located. It's a little bit.
that dot is not exactly where she was located. She hasn't been located yet. And I don't think a lot of people, well, not a lot, but I had one person who was like, oh, that's not what she meant. She didn't mean she was located there. She meant that dot is not exactly where the party was. But that's at Prosser Family Campground. That's a big dot. If you zoom in, that's a large area. But she says, listen to what she says. She says, no, that dot is not exactly where she was located. And listen to what she says after that.
A bit more to the right and towards the little blue lake that you can see up from it.
A little bit more to the right.
It was a little bit closer to that lake, but definitely that's about, it would have taken about 30 minutes for her. We've found out about approximately 30 minutes for her to drive that way.
It would have taken 30 minutes for her to get, we found out. How'd you find out? How'd you find that out? Did you drive?
38, baby.
This is crazy. I mean, you knew her being a friend. I mean, your thoughts on her running away? Would she have a reason to run away? I'm just trying to come up with anything that, I mean, it's just, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, what do you think?
To be fully honest, from what I believe about Kiely, all ideas are still open in the air. But she's not the type of girl to run away. She loves people too much, and she has too much care in her heart to leave people and not leave a note or talk with one of her friends or something. And she is smart enough to know how this would get out and that people would be worried about her. And she's a smart girl. She graduated with honors early from high school and was going to attend college. And
my mother-in-law wanted me to point this out. So when she said that, when she's like, she wanted to say she's smart, but not smart enough.
Had plans for her life, and she seemed really happy.
And I'm sure she wouldn't want to put her mom through this.
No,
her mom just is destroyed.
Her mom is her life. Her mom is fully invested in her life.
I could see that. I could see she's got very loving parents, and I could tell this is hard on them. And like I said, our thoughts and our prayers are with the family. We really want the best. We want Kiely to be found. DG's asking you, I think she's in the water in the car, drove into water. Have they checked the water? I'm sure they probably have, but is there anything you can tell us about, have they sent dive teams in, do you know, or anything like that? Or
yeah, so there have been dive teams sent in, and I can pretty much only say they've done thorough searches through the waters, through the lakes surrounding. They are searching the water.
She did say, though, you guys, do you see that? She said they did thorough searching in the waters around. She never says that they searched Prosser. And now, I think the guy's name is Tyler something. He talked to the Alameda County Sheriffs, I think. And they were told to pull the divers out. Now, he didn't confirm or deny on that call if it was Prosser Lake or not. But if you watch Sam Brown's interview, or not interview, but Sam Brown was in the presser, he said he does not come out and say that they searched Prosser. They might have never searched Prosser. And they literally told AWP not to search there.
They are searching the campgrounds and everywhere, related lakes that are near, because Boca and Stampede are two reservoirs that are near there as well. And they are doing searches through there every single day. They have been for the past 3 days.
She never says that they searched Prosser Lake. She literally avoided answering that question. She beat around to every other lake, but never mentioned that one.
Done extensive searches to points that you wouldn't even believe the FBI and those people they are going.
I'm impressed with what I've seen. I've seen some of the photos of the search guy.
During the winter, in case there's an avalanche or you're trapped out in the winter, that you can shine a reflective light, like using your phone screen and shining it towards the sun to say an SOS, or to let helicopters and airplanes know that you are out there, and to signal somebody from the ground if you're able to. That's something we're taught from a very young age in our school system.
Oh, very interesting. That's very good.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's very interesting. You taught.
Just want to point out that Kiely was not in their school system. Just point that out.
me something.
Yeah.
I live in the desert. We don't worry about snow.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
no, I know where you're at. I've been there a bunch of times, and I know they get a ton of snow up there. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But no, that makes perfect sense. But so they're flying around looking. So the car's nowhere in the area. She's got to be out there somewhere. Can you share your honest thoughts or opinion as to what you think may have happened to her? Do you care to share that?
To be fully honest, my biggest concern is that somebody, and I've said this in other interviews, somebody knew she was drunk, offered to give her a ride home, and they didn't give her a ride home. And they
See, I think that should have been the point where Tony was like, well, wait a minute. You were her close friend. You were at the party with her. You were together most of the night. You're the one saying that she was intoxicated, too drunk to drive you home, but you left her there? I feel like that should have been said. Like, she's like, oh, well, I think that somebody came along, knew she was drunk, and offered to drive her home, but didn't drive her home. Well, I guess then maybe her friend that you claim to be should have maybe made sure she was okay, if that's the story you want to go with.
could be across the world at this point with how long she's been gone. And I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously, I don't know. I have a feeling that she is still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting. But
you know what's crazy, you guys, is she very well could have been alive when this was done. When Sammy was sitting in here doing this interview saying, I just have a strong feeling that she's alive, she could have been alive. Which is why I say this girl has let so much actually slip during this interview, and given us bits and pieces of truth inside all of the lies, that she very well could be alive right now. It's the 11th. She could have been taken somewhere and held somewhere, or not able to leave on her own. I'm just saying, if her car did not go into the lake that night, which I don't believe that it did, she could be being held somewhere else. Like, she could be somewhere else right now as Sammy is talking. And that's why she's like, I feel like, she's like, she's somewhere.
that there's somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there has to be somebody else involved in this.
Shout out to the parents who are hustling every day. Our kids see our strength. Their eyes are on us.
But
yeah,
who's the other?
It's
who's
just
the other
so
person
sad.
that has her? Who's the other people?
If
anybody
Rhonda's
knows,
wanting to ask you, did she wear an Apple Watch? Do you know? Did she wear an Apple Watch?
No, I don't believe so. I don't remember ever seeing her wear one. It's not something I pay really close attention to. And we're not the type to be like, oh, look at what I have on my wrist. I'm so rich, so.
See, who would say that? Just the things that these kids say. Oh, I never noticed if she had a watch. We're not the type to be like, oh, look at my Apple Watch. Look how rich I am. That nobody would say that. No normal person, I feel like.
Yeah, I know. You girls are amazing. You seem.
You guys were really close in the last to coming months, but you don't know if she had an Apple Watch on because she didn't say, hey, look at me. Look how rich I am. I have an Apple Watch. If you hung out with somebody all the time, especially recently in the last few months, wouldn't you notice if they had a watch on their wrist or not? I feel like you would.
Like wonderful people, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Romans 1:25-26 wants to know, was there any cameras at the campground going into the campground? Is there any cameras there?
No, there's no cameras out there. The closest cameras would be the traffic cameras that start on I-80 near the rec center. It's hard to describe exactly where, but I think it's on Truckee Way. But it's 89 is very covered in cameras. There's not a lot of cameras.
I feel like it's weird that
Shani Jones wants to ask you, on your last call, did she let you know who the quote unquote friend was that was driving her home?
Yeah, so this is a common
This is a big one, guys. I don't care what anybody says. If you haven't thought one thing about anything being wrong during this entire interview, I think this would throw anybody off. They'd be like, whoa, wait a minute, what'd she just say?
Misconception. She was not being driven home, and she was not driving. So, okay.
She was not being driven home and she was not driving. We know that she was not driving, right? We know that. Us here on this channel, we know she was not driving. Okay? But just listen to her. Just listen to what she said. I'm going to try to stop interrupting, but I want to point these things out for those people that don't notice.
At the end of the party, when I saw her, she was supposed to give me a ride home because I had asked her to give me a ride home because I wanted to stay later. I then realized later in the party that I believe she was drunk, and I knew she was drunk, and so I did not want her to be driving me home, because I know about drunk drivers and all that, and so
Smart.
and I figured she would be staying there or she would find a ride home because she's a smart girl. She's smart enough to know, she's smart, and so
And
then
she rolled her eyes when she said that.
I found her as I was leaving the party. I was making sure to find her to tell her that I had another ride home and that I loved her and I wanted to say bye and for her to have fun at the party. And then when I left the party, we were pretty much on 89 with my ride. And she called me as I was in the car in the passenger seat and she was like, "Hey, where are you? Do you still need a ride home?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay. Like, I'm in the car right now. I'm getting driven home now." But Kiely did not have a set ride home. Like, I'm in the car right now. We were pretty much on 89 with my ride. And she called me as I was in the car in the passenger seat.
She called me as I was in the car in the passenger seat. Nobody says that. I don't care who you are, where you're from. Nobody says that. If somebody calls you, you're like, "Hey, oh no, I'm good. I'm on my way home right now. I'm in the car." You don't say, "I'm in the car in the passenger seat," unless you want to make it a point that you are not in the driver's seat, right? That's what you get from that. This girl coming out and being like, "Oh no, I was in the car. I was getting driven home. I was in the passenger seat." Her just saying that tells you that she is trying to put in your mind and get it out of your mind that she was not driving. She was not driving. That's what she wants you to think. Just by saying that tells you that.
And she was like, "Hey, where are you? Do you still need a ride home?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay. Like, I'm in the car right now. I'm getting driven home now." But Kiely did not have a set ride home, and I was under the impression that she would either sleep there or find another ride home. And it was not known that anybody was going to give her a ride home. She was not, when she called me, she was not in a car. I could hear the party and many people talking in.
So right there, she wants us to know that when she left, the party was still happening. The party was still going on because she tells you that I know she was not in the car because I could hear the party in the background. I could hear the people talking. Everything, you guys, has gone off of this girl's say-so. When does that ever happen in a case?
The background.
Oh, wow. So we don't really have a lot to go on then as far as where she...
This Morningstar Farms veggie sausage, best choice tonight.
Fuck up! Take me to the ocean, take me to the sea.
Could be. There's no nothing. So we're just going to keep following this. And it's very possible that maybe somebody did abduct her, that maybe somebody was watching her. I mean, it's just a sad possibility, but my goodness, our hearts. I don't know. Is anything else you'd like to say before we let you go? I know you're busy. I don't want to keep you tied up with us, but I greatly appreciate all your time. Sammy, you're an amazing girl. I know you got a great future ahead of you. Stay strong.
That's the only thing that I don't agree with in this. I'm glad he did this interview. I'm glad he got her on here. We learned a lot from this interview. But stop doing that. Stop telling her she's amazing. Stop telling her she's awesome and she's doing a great job.
What's your final words? If Sammy's out there watching this right now, just perhaps she's out there watching. If there's anything you could say to Sammy right now, what would you say to her?
It's Kylie, just by the way. But if Kylie's out there watching
I'm
this,
sorry, Kylie. I meant.
yeah,
I apologize.
don't worry.
I just my mind's going 1,000 miles an hour. It's just this is very emotional.
Yeah.
But no, I'm sorry, Kylie.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's totally fine. If Kylie were out here watching this, I would just want to know we are doing everything to try and find her. We are we are making this go worldwide. We will find her. We will find what is happening, and we just want her home. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. We just want her home. We love her, and we would do anything to see her again. I personally, I just want to drink a boba with her again and laugh and tell the story. And when I see her, I'm going to absolutely tackle her.
See, that should tell you guys, like, nobody would say that. If their friend was missing and somebody was like, hey, if you could say anything to your friend and she could hear you, what would you say? And you would say, like, when I see her, I'm going to, like, you know, hug her and kiss her and just hug her and hold her and never let her go, right? You wouldn't, your first thing would not be like, when I see her, I'm going to absolutely tackle her to the ground. I feel like that would not be the right, like, that tells you something about Sammy's personality. This girl, I'm telling you, is very manipulative. She's very narcissistic. She is very, I think, aggressive. And I just, that's the way that I see it. Like, I just feel like any normal person wouldn't be like, I'm just going to tackle her to the ground. Like, that's a very aggressive thing to say. You know what I mean?
To the ground, but I'm going to give her the most love that she's ever felt, and I hope she knows she's loved. This whole community is looking for her. The whole world at this point is looking for Kylie. Kylie, if you're out there and you can hear this, please fight. Keep fighting. Don't give up. We are coming. We are working. We will not stop working. I will stay up day and night. I have her completely.
I will stay up day and night. I will not stop fighting until I find you. And as soon as AWP finds her, this girl split. Her and her family, they bounced. They left state. You haven't heard a freaking peep for Sammy, except for these TikToks that keep coming out with her partying. And it's crazy, you guys. This is crazy.
Want you home. We just want you home. And yeah.
So, you guys, I feel like when she did this interview on August 11th on an All American Dream Chasers channel, I feel like at that point, everybody should have went, whoa, 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 wait a second, hold up. What is happening? Right? Like, there should have been a hold on a second. Everything from this point on has been by Sammy's say-so. Everything. This whole story, that's why I say on this channel, I say, we don't know what day she went missing. We don't know what time she went missing. Every news article, every freaking thing you can find says that she went missing at after 12:30 p.m. on August 6th. How do we know that, though? We don't know that. We don't know what happened to her. We, in our opinion over here, in my opinion, think that photo that came out of her at the store that they never named the name of the store, that photoshopped crappy picture that came out that they were like, oh, this was Kylie's last sight at 6:08 p.m. at this random business in Truckee. Never named the name of the business. The photo doesn't freaking look anything like her. Her hair's way shorter. Her hair's darker. Her thighs are thicker. We've gone all over this. But that's everything. This whole case, guys, has gone off this girl's say-so. When does that ever happen in reality? When does that ever happen in the real world? Except for when there is a huge cover-up happening and all these adults are involved trying to get everybody to shut up, mind their own business. Like, that's it. This just does not happen. So what do you guys think? Please, guys, hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Raymond with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It says, tackle. I would give my cousin the elbow drop of love if he went missing, then returned. And he would do the same for me. Well, I'm just saying that I never felt, I wouldn't feel like that, but I'm sure, hey, everybody's different. But I don't care. Like, you can't go through that whole thing and be like, yep, this sounds exactly right to me. It just does not happen. It's crazy, you guys. All right, so let's go on to the next thing. You guys, don't go anywhere. Please hit that thumbs up. There's I don't know, 600-700 people in here. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And give me just 1 minute. Do not go anywhere. I have all of this stuff. I have a ton of stuff to go over, and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, guys, sorry. Hey, sorry. It's a long time of sitting here. Okay. Namastella, I like it. She said, hit that subscribe button if you want to hear CNY I get worked up on a daily basis. All right, so now that I got some more people in here, let me tell you guys what you might have missed earlier. So, and I'm not saying 100% there is a connection between this kid and these teens, right? But I will tell you why I feel like there is. So, Cody Milne has never came up before that I have heard of ever in this case. He goes to Truckee High, which means he was in school with Sammy. She just graduated this year. It says Cody Milne is a rapist and it has sexually assaulted multiple people at Truckee High and possibly other schools. He is being protected by the administration and they have done nothing to prevent or stop this. Mr. Newberger stated he does not tolerate sexual assault, yet continues to have a repeat offender on campus. This is not safe for his victims, and for other people, his victims just want to go to school safely and in peace and not have to worry about seeing someone that sexually violated them on campus almost daily. For the safety of all students at Truckee High, please get Cody Milne off campus. Now, for those of you that were not here earlier, this is why I brought this up. Cody Milne, okay? He went to he goes to, I don't know if he goes or he went, this was just a month ago. 4 hours ago. He's got 50 supporters on here. Rocky Wilson started this petition 1 month ago. Okay, now check it. So he was in school and he was in golf. He was in like the sports golf team, right? He has this same website picture as, see, here goes Sammy Smith. So there's the connection. She played a sport, he played a sport, they went to school together. Everybody in this freaking town, all these teens that we've learned about that are involved have money. Okay? Now here comes the big part. His family owns a tow truck company that does roadside assistance. He has been protected by administration, by cops, because nobody will do anything about it. He has assaulted girls, he has raped girls, and nobody will do anything to stop it. So why is this kid being protected? Just like, why are all the other kids in this whole case being protected? Money? The community? If these kids go down for something, their parents go down, their parents' names go down, their parents' businesses go down, customers go down, everything goes down. The cops, the parents involved, you can't let that happen. First of all, the cops, if they keep their crime rates low, they get more money every year. And like I said, the parents, all they needed to hear was if this got out, their kids and their reputations were going down the drain. I think a lot of people don't really want to see that part of it. Now again, I am not 100% saying that this kid is involved, but he could be the missing piece to this puzzle. He could be the guy in the story that we are not getting. You know what I'm saying? The tow truck driver, he never stated what company that he worked for. What if he works for this company? What if this company's kid is involved in Kiely's case? I'm just saying, I'm just connecting dots. But I've never heard anybody else mention this kid's name. You guys, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. If anybody wants to donate to the channel, there's a link in the description below for our Cash App and our PayPal. Anything is highly appreciated. You guys are awesome. But please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. So what do you guys think? Do you think there could be a connection here? I think this is the kid. When I Googled his name, Cody Milne, Truckee, California, this is the first picture that came up. And if it fits right in, guys, it fits right in with their partying lifestyle. And knowing that this kid has sexually assaulted people and raped people before and walked away because nobody will do anything about it, what does that tell you? That tells you that this whole town is in a cover-up. This whole town, it's all connected, I think. But that's just my opinion. I'm not stating that this kid is guilty. I'm just saying that with all that's involved, he could be the missing piece to the puzzle. And I think it's important for people to not brush things off like Sammy got everybody to brush off the freaking black shirt that was found, the bodysuit, to brush off the phone that was found, and to brush off that neighbor's app tip that came in about the topless girl running away from the CRV being pulled back in. Everything fits. Everything is being covered up. These teens are being protected. I don't care what anybody says. You could not tell me otherwise. From everything that I have seen, these teens protecting these freaking teens seems to be the only thing that matters to anybody involved in this case. Nobody cares about getting justice for Kiely. Nobody cares about what happened to her. Everybody's main goal ever since she was found was to protect these teens. Why is that? Ask yourself that. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm reaching with this, or do you guys see that this makes sense? Let me know. Okay, I don't want to miss anybody. Hold on, let me go over here. Okay, Mayor R, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Girl, all the community is involved. I believe that too. Gregory Worth, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Your sleuth skills are amazing. We're trying. We're trying over here. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Redhawk929 has super chatted $10. Nice work, the CNY family. Got me reconsidering this mess. I mean, you kind of have to, don't you? When you literally look at everything. John Joe 58 just became a member to the CNY family. Thank you so much for joining the family. But do you guys see, like, this kid really could be the missing piece to the puzzle. And if his family legit owns a freaking tow truck company, this would fit in perfectly. And Nick, the tow truck driver, never said what company he worked for. Again, the picture that came out of Kiely on the CCTV footage, never, ever, ever did they say what name of the business that was. Never did they. They never said Kiely was last seen at this business in Truckee. They just said a local business in Truckee, which is not heard of. That is unheard of in a case. They always tell you the last store or wherever the video was taken, wherever the picture was taken, they always tell you that. Like so-and-so was last seen at Walmart at 7:05 on the security footage. They don't tell you that. So with all of these things being covered up and being kept secret and all of these things, how could you not look at this and be totally suspicious of everything you see? And obviously there's a huge cover-up happening. These teens are being protected. All right, we'll just go on. But that's what I say. That's my opinion. Okay. So, oh wait, this is, okay. Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this interview that she did. Miss Sammy over here.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel.
This was on Zap
So
Girl's
I was
channel.
searching around different news channels and just to see what I could find. Like any facts or details of the case that maybe we missed that were
campground.
We were both at the party together. We were going around together. We were like a little pair. Everybody kind of saw us together. We would split off for moments.
Photos show Rodni in a graduation dress. She had recently graduated early from Forest Charter School. Rodni's mother released this tearful plea through the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
If you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward and share them.
I have the last call to her, and I was the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
Smith got a ride home from the party at the end of the night. She says Rodni was planning to spend the night at the campground.
I know that she was not in the right mindset or state to drive, and if she were to have driven, she wouldn't have made it far. So my concern is that somebody may have offered to drive her home and then didn't take her home.
Last seen celebrating with her.
Who, Sammy? Who offered to drive her home and didn't take her home? Who was that in the car, Sammy?
Fellow seniors. Where is Kiely Rodni now?
I hope she knows that we all just love her and we just want her to be safe. That somebody else was involved is my main concern, and I think a lot of the people of Truckee and Tahoe feel the same way, just that there was somebody else involved, because they haven't found a car yet. They've done helicopter searches over Prosser and all of Truckee. Everybody's looking everywhere constantly for her and her car.
So I want to play one little piece of that over again.
I have the last call to her, and I was the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
Smith.
That's what I'm saying right there. By this girl's own account, twice now that we've heard so far tonight. I mean, we know we've heard more, since this whole case has happened. But it's the second time you've heard this girl say that I was literally the last person to talk to her. So why are you not freaking suspect number one? Why was you know what I'm saying? Why are you running things when you're the last person to talk to this girl? What is going on here, guys? What is going on?
Smith got a ride home from the park.
I mean, so what do you guys make of that? I mean, she's saying...
That's over on Zap Girl's channel if you guys want to go and check that out. But, yep. I think this kid is involved, guys. My mother-in-law called me today, and I didn't even hear... I've never heard this kid's name before. And she was like, you ever heard this kid's name? And I was like, no. And she was like, well, you might want to look into him. So we did. And his parents own a tow truck company. He lives in Truckee. He is a assaulter and a rapist, and nobody's doing anything about it. People are literally covering it up for him. So what is happening here? And there's Sam Smith's thing. Okay, if you guys go to, I did it on Bing. I tried it on, I tried it on my thing, but I didn't come up with so if you go on Bing and you type in Cody Milne, Truckee, California, his thing will come up. This page right here, but it's for him. And I was like, okay, they went to the same school. They were both involved in sports. They're obviously all partiers. Could this be the kid that we are missing in this picture? Especially knowing his background and how everybody is protecting him. We need to find out why. All right. So I brought out a couple articles that I'm going to go over with you guys. And I also have a couple new pictures. Well, new for me. That I wanted to go over too. So this was August 8th. This was Moonshine Inc. This is in Truckee. These people are in Truckee. Like, they cover all this whole area. It's been more than 48 hours since Kiely Rodni disappeared. Rodni, described as 5'7" with blonde hair, hazel eyes, and weighing 118 pounds, departed from a party at the Prosser Campground area in Truckee around 12:30 a.m. See, guys? That's what I'm saying. Every news article will tell you the same thing in the very beginning of it. Kiely disappeared after a party that she attended, and she was last seen at 12:30 a.m. on August 6th. How do we know that? Well, we know that because Sammy told us that. And Sammy's all we've got. She's the only person, you guys, that put this whole thing in motion, that put this whole story out there. Like I've said a million times before, I don't believe there was a party that night. I don't believe it, not for 1 second. I don't believe it. I think she was set up that night and she was led there by Mags, and whatever happened to her happened to her. I think Sammy never liked her, never had a good word to say about her. I think she was jealous of her. I think Sammy was into Jagger, and if you've ever seen the video of Jagger's graduation with Sammy running after him, that is not a friend running after somebody. That is a girl running after a guy that she wants. I don't care what anybody says. And I think that Sammy knew, same as Kate. I don't trust Kate, not one bit. I think they both wanted Jagger. And I think because Jagger was obsessed with Kiely. I truly believe that. He had this obsession like she's got to be mine, and that's it. Like in his head, there was nobody that could live up to Kiely. And I think Sammy and Kate both knew that. And I think Sammy was like, all right, well, I got a fix for that. Okay. She never made it home. Authorities are still working to establish whether Rodney left alone or with other individuals, but she was last seen driving her silver 2013 Honda CR-V license plate number AYUR127. On Sunday evening, Lindsay Neiman put out an impassioned plea on social media for people to come forward with information that could help find her 16-year-old daughter. See, the problem, Lindsay, is that when you came out and asked the world for attention on this case, and you asked everybody to get invested in this case and to help find Kiely and to get involved, everybody did that. And then when everybody did that and your daughter was found and everybody started pulling out all the, well, that's suspicious, that's weird, that shouldn't be like that, what's going on here, then you wanted to tell everybody to mind your own business. It doesn't work that way. Once you invite people in, they're in. Like, they're investigating, they're looking, we're all looking into this. And then you want to tell everybody to go get a hobby? Well, lucky for you, we just all made this our hobby. Now our hobby is trying to find answers for Kiely. That's the way that it works. We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much and love her so much. Kiely, if you see this, please just come home. I want nothing more than to hug you, an emotional Rodney Neiman said. If anybody else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward and share them. We are not looking to bust anybody else or get anybody in trouble. We just want to see our daughter home. Now, a lot of people were like, wait, bust anybody else? Who did they bust? But I'm pretty sure, now don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that the day before that, they had arrested somebody, remember, some sex offender? But they said they arrested them on unrelated charges. I don't think that that's what this was. When she said, we're not looking to bust anybody else, what do you guys take of that? Because obviously they were looking into somebody. And if they were looking, well, they say they were looking into somebody. We're not looking to bust anybody else. So really, what happened? Who got busted? Right? Authorities scoured the immediate Prosser campground and surrounding area by land and air throughout the day on August 6th, but came up empty with no sign of Rodney or her vehicle. By Sunday afternoon, her disappearance was being investigated as an abduction due to the fact that her car has not been located. According to Placer County Sheriff's Office Public Information Officer Angela Masalam. She just told us, guys, they just said this. Authorities scoured the immediate Prosser campground and surrounding area by land and air throughout the day on August 6th. They never said that they searched Prosser Campground Lake. They never said they searched Prosser Reservoir. And that's literally what Sammy just said. She said they never searched the water. And if you watch that Sam Brown interview, he says not necessarily Prosser, but other bodies of lakes were searched. So what is really going on here? Let me make sure I don't... Okay. The FBI is now involved in this investigation, and the aerial search efforts using helicopters are continuing. California Highway Patrol and Truckee Police are also assisting. Scores of volunteers looking to help in whatever way they can came out to the Truckee Community Recreation Center Monday morning, where a search and information headquarters had been set up. With reports of between 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults in attendance at the gathering from areas as far as Reno, Auburn, Incline Village, and South Lake Tahoe, concerned citizens seeking to help find Rodney broke into groups that will search throughout Truckee, North Tahoe, and beyond, including places as far as Carson City and the Bay Area. Driving through back roads, streets, anywhere you can drive or you think a car could go, that's where we need to check. In bushes, on the sides of roads, said Sammy Smith. a close friend of Rodney's who is spearheading search efforts. Yeah, more like controlling how search efforts went. There was a case a while ago. People weren't found for 3 weeks, and they were found dead because they had flipped off the highway because they were in bushes and nobody saw them. Please be looking everywhere that you can for her car. Rodney's silver Honda CR-V is not known to have any stickers or identifiable scratches or dents. It's not known to have any stickers. So what's up with the Ram sticker that Sammy was just talking about in her interview? What's up with the Ram sticker? Smith said Rodney carried a keychain that had... Okay, guys, here comes the keychain. Smith said Rodney carried a keychain that had on it a Zoomies brand metal reusable straw holder, described as a small metal black cylinder that says Zoomies on it. Rodney's cell phone, described as a black iPhone with Sex Wax brand sticker on the back, is also missing. It has been out of service since the time she disappeared. Guys, okay, here's where, you guys, remember the keychain that we were talking about. So at the search area, there was a big, there was a whiteboard set up, right by the RV. And it said, please, it had a definition of her sticker. It said purple and black. I'm sorry, not her sticker, her keychain. A definition of a Zoomies keychain that was purple and black. And I said when I saw that sign, how the hell, when we're out here searching, how the hell do we know that her keychain is not on her? How do we know her keychain is not on her keys? Right? We're searching for her. She's missing. Her car's missing. How do we know her keychain is missing? How do we know it's not on her keys in her car? I was like, nobody pointed that out. Nobody who was searching was like, hey, how do we know her keychain's missing? Okay, but Sammy Smith says that her keychain is missing. Keep an eye out for it. Sammy, how the hell did you know that her keychain was missing? Did she have her keys in the car? Did you forget to put them into the car when you pushed it into the lake? What is going on here? And I don't mean Sammy by herself, obviously. But Sammy's the only one that knew that her keychain was not on her keys. How is that? Did the keychain fall off when Sammy went to rip the keys out of Kiely's hand? I don't know. But how else would Sammy know that the keychain's missing? That's all I'm saying. Smith cautioned searchers to be cognizant of items like car bumpers and license plates that may be spotted on the side of the road. Should such an item be spotted, the location and other information should be texted to Smith. Are you freaking serious? Here we go again. When in the case does this ever happen, you guys? When are they like, okay, if you see anything, if you spot the car, if you spot the license plate, call Sammy Smith? No, it's never that way. You don't call a teenager to report a car's been found. You call the police department who's running the investigation. That's why I say that these teens were running this entire show. Okay? Should such an item be spotted, the location and other information should be texted to Smith at, and here's her number. Should Rodney or her vehicle be spotted, the Placer County Sheriff's Office should be contacted immediately. Well, you just told us to contact Sammy with any tips. A tip line has been set up at 530-581-6320, option 7. Callers can remain anonymous. A website with updates and other important contact information has been set up at findkiely.com. A $50,000 reward is now in place for information leading to Rodney being found. I can't get it out of my head. That's why I'm here, because you just feel like you want to do something, anything, said Cindy Shippey, owner of Cha Fine Teas of Truckee, where Rodney works. She's a strong young woman. She really is. She's a strong personality, and my only hope is she's somewhere where we've just got to find her, because she would be tough wherever she is. She was the girl that all of her friends came to for strength, and I'm sure her friends are completely devastated. Oh, yes. They've acted completely devastated. Is that what you guys have seen? Completely devastated friends? More like friends that nobody wishes they ever had, in my opinion. Okay. I just don't want to miss anything, guys. Chat's going so fast. Please, guys, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you'll get, make sure you hit that bell and you'll get notified anytime we put a video out. And here's the picture. And I'm going to pull up the picture for those of you that have not seen it. So this is the picture that they released that said this was Kiely Rodni, and the last time she was seen at 6:08 p.m. on a local Truckee business security camera. Never tells you what store though, right? So for those of you that are new here and have not been here before, look at this picture. I'll give you a second to look at it. Can you point out anything, for those of you that are new, I'm saying, all of our regular followers know this. But for all of you that are new, can you point out anything wrong with this picture? Hold on, I'm trying to find it, sorry. Crap. All right, I'm going to pull it up. Give me 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Sassy Patriot. Yes, there is a link in the description below of this video that you can become a member to the channel. But give me 1 second. I will be right back. I just got to pull this picture up. Okay. So here is the picture. So one of my followers took this picture. She's a 3D graphic artist. Now look at this. Hold on. Let me I got to pull this down. So here's the picture that they showed out. Said here, this is the last sighting of Kiely. Now look at this picture. Oh, Sassy Patriot, welcome to the CNY family. So thank you so much for joining the channel. Ugh. Hold on, you guys. Damn it. Okay. All right, so here's the picture. Look at this, you guys. Look at all of the inconsistencies in this picture. Her arms are green right here. Look how skinny this part of her arm is. And look how pointed her elbow is. This has clearly been a photoshopped picture. Look at her hair right here. You can see it's cut off. The straight edges. This has been modified. Right here, you can see the discoloration in skin. This is green, right? Same with her arm here, where it's all been edited. This is green, okay? And right here, you guys, I believe is the tip of Sammy's tattoo. I believe this is Sammy. Now, I believe that they put Kiely's face on here, but I believe this is Sammy's body. Sammy literally has a picture wearing this same exact outfit, the belt, the green pants, the shirt, and all. I think this is the tip of Sammy's tattoo, and the rest of this picture was edited to make it look like Kiely. They also said, and you can see right here too, they also said that Kiely was last seen in black Vans. These, y'all, are white shoes. These shoes are white. They are not black. I am not blind. Okay? And right here, you can tell that it's been edited. Like, what is this pink area? Could it be a bare foot? Could it be a miscoloration from pixels being put in and out? Like, this is clearly, y'all, a freaking edited, photoshopped picture. So you have to ask yourself why. Why would they take the time to release a photoshopped picture? Why? Because this was the last known sighting of her before the party with Sammy. Nobody actually knows when Kiely went missing. Nobody actually knows what day it was, what time it was, or what happened to her. This is just all a huge cover up, but why? What are we covering up? What are they covering up? What are they covering up? What are they trying to protect? What? The teens, right? They're all trying to protect the teens. Why? Because the teens are the community's future. That's why. It makes sense to me. What do you guys think? Do you guys see all of these inconsistencies? Does this, come on, you guys. Does this look photoshopped to you or not? I want to know. Please, guys, hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. This is clearly a fake freaking picture. Just look at it. Y'all, does this not look like the tip to the tattoo? Sammy's rose tattoo that she's got right there? Come on. I don't buy this for 1 second. Where's it? Her thighs, look at this. See, her thighs are way too thick to be Kiely's thighs. Kiely was tall and skinny. Sammy's a little bit thicker. These are not Kiely's thighs, you guys. This is not Kiely's body. I think it's Kiely's face, but it's not Kiely's hair, and it's not Kiely's body. That is just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. This is crazy. All right, so this was taken. Here's what we know about the case of missing 16-year-old Kiely Rodni in Truckee so far. This was August 11th.
We're here at the Truckee Recreation Center. This is just off Donner Pass Road, and this is really serving as the central hub for friends, family, and loved ones who are looking for Kiely. So I want you to take a look at what's happening right now. Throughout the day, we have seen detectives here as well, and community members have been being dispatched throughout the day to look for that teen.
Need you to be looking out for Kiely and Kiely's car.
Right now.
Is anybody willing to go to Reno? And maybe Midtown? Yeah, perfect.
The search is on for 16-year-old Kiely.
Is anybody willing to go to Reno? What do you mean? That's where Kate and Jagger are. Fox 40 had to drive out to Reno to meet them, to interview them. They said they were in Reno searching for Kiely. Why would you be in Reno searching for Kiely when Miss Sammy said that Kiely went missing at the party? You see what I'm saying?
Kiely Rodni. She was reported missing Saturday morning after she didn't come home from a party.
I asked her to wake me up when she got home, like she always does, and she said...
Real quick, I won't pause this again during this interview. But, again, I'm not trying to attack the mother. I just am trying to call things out when I see them. Now, all of you mothers that are in the chat right now, all of you mothers, if this was your daughter and you knew that she was at a party and she called you and she said, I'll be home in 45 minutes, which would have put her home at 12:45, would you have gone to bed or would you have stayed up and waited for your daughter to get home? What kind of mom is going to be like, oh, I'm going to bed, wake me up when you get home? It's 12:45, your daughter's 16, and you know she's at a party with a bunch of alcohol, or at least that's what you think, right? Like, that's their story. She knew she was at a party. She called, said she was going to be late, and the mom said, okay, honey, I love you. Wake me up when you get home. Why would you have not stayed up for another 45 minutes and waited for your daughter to walk in that door? That's all I'm saying.
Said okay, and thanks, Mama, love you. And that's the last I ever heard from her.
Sammy Smith, one of Kiely's good friends, is organizing crews of community members who are looking for the teen across the Tahoe region.
Glenshire.
These flyers are posted in neighborhoods, downtown Truckee, and at campsites.
So this is where everybody's hanging out. Kiely and I were meeting up right here a lot.
Local young people call this open area near the Prosser family campground the Sanctuary. It's a common place for parties. Sammy says she was here with Kiely Friday night, along with tons of other high school and college kids from the Bay Area all the way to Nevada.
Right now our estimate is about 200 to 250, maybe more.
What she and Kiely's family want to know is how no one saw her leave in her silver Honda CRV. Her car is still missing.
I can't believe it. There has to have been one person. There are people sitting in cars. There are people everywhere around this place.
She and detectives are begging for people who were at this party to come forward. Kiely's mom needs answers.
My head is all over the place. I'm terrified. Bad thoughts are very strong and hard to keep at bay. But I'm trying to hold out hope, that we'll find her, that she'll come home.
Now, I just spoke with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. They said something that's been really tough with this case is that because so many people at this party were minors and were underage drinking and doing drugs, that a lot of people haven't come forward. We do want to remind you that a tip line has been set up by the Sheriff's Office. You can see that number at the bottom of your screen right now. When you call, make sure you select option 7. We also have this phone number posted right now on KCRA.com. We're live in Truckee. Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News.
So, Brittany, we know the Placer County Sheriff's Office is investigating this as an abduction. Why, if no one thus far has said that they saw anything, why are they investigating this as an abduction?
Lisa, the only reason they are giving me right now is just because they have not yet found her car. Now, when I asked the Placer County Sheriff's Office when they upgraded this to an abduction, they did say they are still considering other leads and possibilities that could include an accident, or maybe she just ran away.
Now, why would you automatically think abduction? If you hear the story that a teenage girl, 16 years old, was at a party and there was a bunch of drugs and alcohol, I mean, honestly, you guys, your main suspects, the cops' main suspects, or at least the first thing they would have done is investigated the people that they know were there with her that night. Sammy, Mags, whoever else was involved in this. Like I say, that they were like, oh, we're treating it as an abduction. So that tells me that they weren't looking close to home. But why would they, guys? They wouldn't want to look close to home, right? We want to protect the teens, not interrogate them. They literally said that. They were like, we told the teens, we are not interrogating them. We are not looking at them. We are trying to work with them to find out what really happened. No, if you really wanted to find out what happened, I'm sorry for cussing, the teens would have been your first place to look. This, too, was just another one from the same day, August 11th. Okay, Barnhart said investigators have collected a lot of videos from gas stations, private businesses, and residences as they are going through the painstaking task of reviewing all the footage for any sign of the teenager. But he said not getting any new leads from people who may have seen her the night of her disappearance is very frustrating. No, there should be the pencils downstairs on the counter, wherever you got my papers from that I was writing on. Love you. Someone saw her, but they're not coming forward. Officials with at least 16 local, state, and federal enforcement agencies are helping in the investigation. You have officials from 16 different agencies looking into this, and you're not looking where you need to be looking. You didn't look in the freaking water right there next to the campground where they supposedly were having this party. I mean, this is just crazy, you guys. This is just the most insane thing. Oh. Between Donner... Okay, officials said a helicopter has been searching from the air along the I-80 corridor between Donner Summit and the Nevada border. Can I just say that this guy that I brought up, he lives... Hold on. Wait a minute. On Colburn Drive in Truckee. There's another kid that is connected to Jagger and Kate's, but I couldn't find any information on him. There's another kid that's connected to Jagger and Kate's. They both follow him, and he follows both of them. I don't know if he's involved, but I did take a picture of his. He posted a party that they just had, and I have the picture. I will show it to you guys. But he lives on Donner Pass. Wait, is it Donner Pass Road? Sorry, hold on. I got a bunch of papers here. Yep, on Donner Pass Road. So I'm just saying that there could be characters that we have not seen yet that are also involved in this. But don't get me wrong. I'm 100% convinced that Sammy is involved in this. That you could not change my mind on that whatsoever. And I think Jagger knows exactly what happened to her. And I think Kate knows exactly what happened to her. And I think all these people know exactly. I think the parents know at this point. I think law enforcement knows at this point. But really, their main agenda is to get all of us to shut up about it and consider it an accident so the teens can move on with their life and the community can stay at bay. You know what I'm saying? This 2 was on the 11th. I have a lot from the 11th. Missing Truckee teen's boyfriend shares final text as cops release new images. As the FBI announced Thursday that it was adding 16-year-old Kiely Rodni to its National Missing Persons database, the search for the girl who was last seen 5 days ago at a campground senior farewell party continued in earnest. Scores of people have flocked to a recreation center in Truckee, the California town from which Rodney vanished, to ask how they can help with the search, according to Cassie Hebel, a friend who spoke to the Daily Beast on behalf of the family. This lady, this Cassie Hebel lady, is the lady that I showed you guys. If you go back to I'm not going to remember it word for word now, but if you go back to the video I made about Kylie's celebration of life, her memorial, or whatever you want to call that gig that happened, if you go back to that video, I literally wrote down what that lady said word for freaking word, and I went over everything in my video. And that lady was like, listen, we were at the base camp at the search party. We were having an awesome time. Like, people were there playing guitars. There was music. There was dancing and singing. And I was like, and these are her words. She was like, and I was like, oh, this is cool. She goes, and then when Kylie's body was found, the whole mood changed to, okay, well, how are we going to do this and celebrate the Truckee community? Guys, that doesn't happen. When you find out, if you're really a close friend of the family and y'all are really invested in this, in Kiely, then when her body was found, your main concern would have been, oh my gosh, how are we going to get through this? Like, this is the worst thing that could have happened. This is not the outcome we wanted. You know, how are we going to get through this? Instead, your reaction in your own words at this girl's celebration of life, at her memorial, your freaking words were, when we found out that Kiely had been found, the mood changed to how are we going to do this and celebrate the community? Why in the hell would celebrating the community be your main concern when this girl's body was fucking dragged out of the lake? Why? It wouldn't have been. None of this makes any sense. Unless these people did not care. Like, Kiely had to go. And they all wanted to just move on with their lives. That's why I have the theory that I have, and that's why I say the things that I say. Because it's the only thing that makes any sense. So, if you guys have not seen that video, not right now, don't leave right now, but afterwards, go back and watch it. I think it was called Kiely Rodni, Celebration of Life or Community Meeting About Having Each Other's Backs. Because that's exactly what it was. I don't know if all you guys watched that, but that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Sorry, let me do this real quick, you guys. Come on, guys. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, get them likes up. Please and thank you. Okay. I know they're grateful, she said. It's unclear if Kiely ever made it home from the party at the Prosser family campground. It's unclear if Kiely ever made it home from the party at Prosser family campground in the early hours of Saturday morning. According to Placer County authorities, she had texted her mother, Lindsay Rodney Neiman, from the campground saying that she would be heading home soon. I told her to be safe and that I loved her, and she said, "Okay, Mom, I love you too." Rodney Neiman told ABC News on Tuesday she never came home. And this is the lady that went to bed and told her daughter to wake her up when she got home, woke up the next morning, realized woke up the next morning, realized she never came home, and then went to go sit at Starbucks to see if she showed up. Okay. It's surreal. It's horrific, David Robertson, Rodney's grandfather, told KNTV. You would never think that anything would happen to you. This only happens on TV. The Prosser family campground, where people would go hiking or dirt biking, was viewed as a safe place, like a neighborhood backyard. Rodney Neiman told The Independent on Thursday. But the party had been far larger than past gatherings at the campground tended to be, with between 200 and 300 minors and young adults showing up to dance and socialize, according to local authorities. So, again, the authorities know that these types of parties take place. They know about the fight clubs. They know about the kids partying. They know about all this shit happening, and they just let it happen. In a Thursday press conference, the Placer County Sheriff's Office said that more than 500 tips had been called in since Saturday, including from people outside California, and that investigators were following up on more than 380 leads. Despite a massive effort that now includes 16 agencies and the federal authorities, according to Captain Sam Brown of the Nevada County Sheriff's Office, we are still lacking clues. I wonder why that is, Mr. Brown. Brown explained investigators and volunteers still didn't have an exact spot around which to pinpoint a search radius. Oh my God, you guys. Which was unusual, especially with a large object like a car, meaning Rodney's 2013 silver Honda CR-V. Solely because of the missing vehicle, investigators are treating Kiely's vanishing as a potential abduction, which I think was the plan. Like I said, you guys, her and her car were never meant to be found. They never wanted it found. Authorities on Thursday also released new images of Kiely, including one taken roughly a month before her disappearance. In the image, She sports layered gold necklaces, which police said she was believed to have been wearing on Friday night. The 16-year-old, who had a number of piercings, including a nose ring, was also wearing a black bodysuit and green Dickies pants. She also reportedly had a gray Lana Del Rey hoodie on in her possession. The Placer County Sheriff's Office also commended the community for coming together. Here we go again, commending the community. It's that community support that keeps Rodney Neiman going, according to Cassie Hebel. Particularly phenomenal have been the cadre of kids around Kiely's age who have pitched in to look for her. The teen team, as Hebel called them, it's been hard on them, but they're working through the stress. Okay. Jagger Westfall, Rodney's boyfriend, told Fox 40 on Thursday that he'd texted her to be safe and don't do anything stupid just before she left for the Prosser family campground. I definitely feel like that in this current situation that she's safe. Now, these are Jagger's words. This is why I think this kid knows exactly what happened to her. And it's the same exact thing like Sammy in her interview talking about, well, I think she's in a safe place. Just keep fighting, okay? Jagger Westfall, Rodney's boyfriend, told Fox 40 on Thursday that he'd texted her. Oh, okay. I definitely feel like in this current situation that she is safe. Why would you think that? She's been missing for days now. Why would you think that she is safe? I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go off of at this point, but I fully believe that she is alive and well. Why? Just like Sammy, who said, keep fighting. I know you're out there. Just keep fighting. And I think she's alive. Why? Did you guys literally take her and keep her somewhere? Did you take her and her vehicle and put it somewhere and store it there? How else could you be so sure that she is alive and safe? Both you and Sammy wanted to say that. Others close to Kiely don't believe she ran away. Rodney Neiman told The Independent that there had appeared to be nothing out of the ordinary with her daughter the morning of the party. A friend, Kate Kuno, told Fox 40 that they had made creme brulee hours before. Everything was normal, the teenagers said. Hebel told The Beast that there were a few concrete details she could share on the ongoing search, but added, there's hope on the ground and we're continuously talking about how we want this miracle. But we just keep moving forward. Any minute, right? Any minute. That's weird. The Placer County Sheriff's Office has asked anyone with information contact blah, blah, blah. Okay. Do you guys know that I called Nevada County Sheriff's Office today because we were told that they're the ones leading the investigation. I called Nevada Sheriff's Office today, and the guy answered the phone, and I was like, I go, hi. I said, I'm looking into I'm studying the Kiely Rodni case. Hold on. I said, I am studying the Kiely Rodni case. And I said, I'm going through everything I have. And I have this image of her that she was last seen at a local truckie business. I said, caught on security camera, but I go, it never lists the name of the business. Is there any way you can tell me the name of the business? He goes, hold on a minute. Puts me on hold and then comes back and he's like, let me give you the line of the detective working the case. I said, okay. So he gave me he transferred me to the guy's phone and I left a message and I just said, hi, I'm studying the Kiely Rodni case. I said, I got this picture. It says it came from a local truckie business. I'm just wondering if you could tell me which business it was so I could go from there with my studies. And I gave him my number. I said, I was very polite and I never got a call back. So hopefully on Monday, because it is a weekend, so hopefully on Monday I will hear back from him and I will let you guys know if I do. But it's super weird that there's not the name of the business. Let me go over. This is just more. Okay, that's the 11th too. There's a lot on the 11th. Oh, Kiely Rodni, reward money increases to $75,000. That was on August 13th. Truckee, California. August 15th update. Over the weekend, an anonymous donor gifted the family $25,000. This raises the reward to $25,000 for any information leading to the return of the 16-year-old. Now, you've got all of these kids. My money would be on. Who do you guys think donated? An anonymous donator gifted the family $25,000. I'm going to guess that $25,000 was hush money. I'm going to guess that $25,000 was donated so people would stop looking in a certain direction. What do you guys think? That's what I think. At a press conference Monday afternoon, the Placer County Sheriff said the search will move forward differently in the future. They will be rolling back the number of people on the ground and turn their focus to the investigation. But Kiely's family and friends say they are not discouraged. So your daughter, you have not seen your daughter since the morning of August 5th. Because Friday morning was the last time that Lindsay said she saw Kiely. So you have not seen your daughter in 10 days. But you're not getting discouraged. I would be a freaking wreck, you guys. 10 days? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you guys think? The hope has not wavered. She's coming home, right? Any minute. The miracle is any minute, said Cassie Hebel, a friend of the family. August 13th evening update. The Placer County Sheriff's Office said Saturday it had 226 people out on search and rescue efforts looking for Kiely Rodni, who has been missing for a week. That included land, air, and water searches. Now we get to the water searches, including divers in Prosser Lake. So the first time you hear of a diver going into Prosser Lake is the 13th. She went missing, supposedly, at 12:30 a.m. on the 6th. Right at Prosser Family Campground. That's the story. So you tell me why a freaking diver never went in that water until August 13th. Tell me why. Yeah, I can't come up with a reason either. Let's see. All right, here's where. Kiely Rodni's friend claims sketchy older men crashed their party before teen went missing. But she never said that on American Dream Chaser interview. She never said, and he asked. He was like, were there any people you noticed that were following you guys around? She's like, honestly, no. I was kind of inebriated, so I didn't really notice anybody. And it took her, and that interview was what day was that? The 11th, I think. Yep, August 11th. So it took her all that time, and then she wants to come out and say sketchy older men. All them 4 days later. The search for California teen Kiely Rodni has entered its second week as investigators continue to plead with those who attended the party to come forward with their information. Rodni was last seen at a party near Prosser Family Campground in Truckee, just north of Lake Tahoe, in the early hours of August 6th, according to Miss Sammy Smith. One of the missing 16-year-old's friends has spoken up and told her story, urging others to come forward and encouraging people to have teen-to-teen interviews with her for those less comfortable speaking to law enforcement. Kiely Rodni's friend Sammy Smith has shared details of the missing teen's last movements. 18-year-old girl Sammy Smith is a close friend of Rodni's and was also at the Prosser Family Campground where over 100 people gathered for an end-of-the-school year party. We've heard 100, we've heard 200, we've heard 300. This is what I'm saying, you guys. She claims that she was the last person to speak to Rodni and was also with her for most of the night of the party. So how is she not suspect number one, you guys? After speaking exclusively to The Sun, Smith revealed that a lot of sketchy older guys showed up to the party and ended up making things weird for the teens who wanted to party amongst themselves. Now we know there were a lot of college people. Teens are coming out with information in our teen-to-teen talks, she said. So this is all coming from Sammy. There's no proof that any of this shit came from anybody else. There were a lot of sketchy older guys there that were seen there. This was right about when I left, when we had the last contact. At around 12:40 a.m., Rodney was seen for the last time. Smith was the last known person to have talked with her minutes prior. Now, how can you say you're the last person to talk to somebody when you literally, in your own words, said that you left before they did? If I'm at a party with my friend and I leave, I'm not going to come out the next day and be like, yeah, I was the last person to talk to her. I'm going to be like, I left. You know, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people talked to her after. That would be my assumption. The last recorded sighting of her was 12:40 a.m. I was the last person to speak to her at 12:36 a.m., which, by the way, Kiely's phone did not ping during that call. So that call, the only person that said that that call happened was Sammy. The last ping from Kiely's phone, you guys, was at 12:33. But she says that she knows she talked to her at 12:36 because that's when she told her she was in the passenger seat of the car. When she asked me if I still needed a ride home. Rodney's best friend, Mags Larson. Oh, you scared me. I didn't even hear you come. You just scared the crap out of me. Rodney's best friend, Mags Larson, was also in attendance at the party but left shortly after arriving. Larson's mother, Anna Larson, told Daily Mail that Rodney was too far inebriated to be able to drive herself home. Now, how the hell did Mag's mother know that? Mag said that she went to the party and left 10 minutes later. So how is Mags' mom going to come out and say that Rodney was too far inebriated to be able to drive herself home? You guys, this is insane. The amount of bullshit that you have to sift through in this story is crazy. How did Mags' mom know that Kiely was too inebriated to drive herself home when Mags was only at the party for 10 minutes? You see what I'm saying? And here she continues. She was not in a state where she could have driven very far. She was inebriated. She said, implying that she must have been taken because they would have found her if she drove because she couldn't have got far. We don't know if it was someone who was attending the party or a predator, she continued. We also don't know if there's someone she planned to go and meet who we don't know about yet. It is a nightmare. I'd say it's a nightmare for you when your kids are looking at this and you're over there wanting to back up your kid's story when, according to your own daughter, she was only at the party for 10 minutes. So what is really going on here, you guys? An alleged tipster claims there may have been drugs at the party. Here comes Ronnie Jones, you guys. A YouTuber named Ickmel posted a video of a phone call he had with a tipster named Ronnie Jones who claims to know people that went to the Truckee campground. I said this when I first seen this. This guy called up and was like, oh yeah, I wasn't at the party, but 2 of my cousins went to the party. And said, oh, there was drugs there, and yes, they saw Kiely, and oh my God, she was so messed up. I honestly think, and I've said this from the very beginning, and those of you that have been with the channel since the beginning, you know this. I have said that I thought that was all bullshit. That this guy calling in was just somebody that she's not that dumb, where she knew she needed somebody to back up her story. She knew that there had to be some other person that called in and could verify her story. So then you get a call from this mysterious guy who says, yeah, I wasn't there, but my cousins were there, and they saw Kiely, and she was drunk, and she was wasted, and there was drugs there, and blah, 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 blah. That's how all this got going, you guys. I think that was a distraction, and then half the internet went way off and looking into Ickmel and this Ronnie guy, and half the internet went way over there, away from Kiely, away from the story, and that's where they put their attention. I never did that. My whole intention always has been to get those responsible and make sure they're held responsible and to get justice for Kiely. That is it. Update. So this was updated August 23rd after they had found her. An autopsy from the Nevada County Coroner's Office revealed that the body found in Prosser Reservoir was identified as Kiely Rodni, the 16-year-old girl who went missing after a party in Truckee. Adventures with Purpose, an independent group of search and rescue divers, said its volunteers of divers located the body and car of Rodni. On Monday, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office said the body was likely Rodni's. A search is underway for... Oh, okay. Then that's before. So this was the update. Okay. Let's go. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Kiely Rodni. Truckee police defend against criticism of search for missing teen after amateur divers find the body. That's what we all said. California authorities have dismissed criticism of their search for Kiely Rodni after a body believed to be that of the missing teen was found by an amateur diving team. During a press conference to address the breakthrough, 15 feet deep, this says 15, but Adventures of Purpose said 14, and only 55 feet offshore in Prosser Creek Reservoir in Truckee, investigators said it takes a level of expertise to find something in a vast body of water. I said this from the beginning, y'all. Listen, they said it was only 14 feet deep of water, okay? 14 feet. The vehicle itself had to have been 5.5 to 6 feet tall, right? That means they would have only had to have gone down 8 feet to find the car. 8 feet to find the freaking car. Officials were questioned about how volunteer group Adventures with Purpose was able to locate the vehicle believed to contain Kiely's remains within the space of a few short hours in the same lake that law enforcement had been searching unsuccessfully for over 2 weeks. Captain Sam Brown with the Nevada County Sheriff's Office refuted claims from a diver with AWP that they were told that the lake had already been searched extensively, saying that law enforcement officials shared maps, ping information, and location with the volunteer organization. They said you don't need to search Prosser. It's already been done. Here's a list of places we want you to search. You do not need to search there. Thank God the AWP searched there anyway, and then they found her. The Adventures with Purpose folks did a fantastic job at being able to locate the vehicle as quickly as they did, based on, again, a lot of heavy lifting that the folks behind me have done over the last couple of weeks. Sheriff Shannon Moon said as officials with California Highway Patrol and Nevada County stood behind her. That's the problem. I mean, there is literally a problem around every nook and cranny of this case. Do y'all see that? What do you guys think? All right, let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody over here. I didn't mean to miss anybody. For those of you that are new, I only have my laptop. I don't have a second screen. So in order for me to catch these things, I have to go back to this screen. So that's why I keep doing that. So Liz Johnson super chatted. $19.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a CG artist, and one thing that sticks out to me is the hair on the left side of her face. Kiely did not have shoulder-length wavy hair. Sammy did. Also, Lindsay's fake forced cry with no tears make me sick. Liz, I am with you 100%. Totally. I totally freaking get it. Okay. No. Okay. Here we go, you guys. She's with all of us. Truckee comes together for Kiely Rodni's celebration of life. Can you guys give me 1 sec? My kids are yelling out here. Hold on a minute. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. It happens, right? It's part of being a parent. Okay.
The community of Truckee came together today to celebrate the life of Kiely Rodni. The 16-year-old's death grabbed the attention of the country as law enforcement and volunteers searched for her after she disappeared from a party in early August. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandura talked with Kiely's mother today, who says the community's love is providing her some comfort.
On a quiet hillside in Truckee, there's music. And memories of Kiely Rodni.
I feel her everywhere.
Family and friends say they feel the teen's presence.
She's not just with me, she's with all of us. And so for her to be here with all of us, yeah, she's showing up.
Kiely's mother says she wanted and needed to share her daughter's celebration of life with the community.
I'm standing because they're holding me up.
Searchers found the 16-year-old's body inside her car submerged in Prosser Lake August 21st, 2 weeks after she was last seen at a party held nearby at the popular Prosser family campground. Kiely's mother says she is at peace, but doesn't call the celebration of life closure.
There's no finish line. There's no, ending.
So this mother keeps moving while she mourns and asks the community to pray by writing thoughtful notes on. This mother keeps moving while she mourns.
There's no, ending.
So
did you guys see it? I do have a
There's
picture
no
closer up. But you guys, look, there's the lady in the freaking cloak. This is a cloak. It looks like from here, it looks like this is a gown. Y'all, this lady is wearing a big ass cloak. There's no arms in it. This is a freaking cloak. Who wears a cloak? This is why I say the community, the teens, y'all, you guys know what I'm talking about when I say community. Look at who would be wearing a cloak. Who wears cloaks? When I think cloak, I think of Harry Potter, like wizards and witches and shit like that. Not normal people at a ceremony don't wear cloaks.
Ending.
So this mother keeps moving while she mourns and asks the community to pray by writing thoughtful notes on colorful prayer flags, now strung throughout the park.
The wind comes and it just gathers the prayers and brings them up into the heavens.
As family and friends remember how Kiely lived, investigators want to know how and why she died. Now, they haven't said whether her death was an accident or was suspicious. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office is waiting on toxicology and autopsy results, which should come back in a few weeks. And the California Highway Patrol is trying to figure out how her car ended up in the lake. In Truckee, Michelle Bandura, KCRA 3 News.
Kiely's mother also had a message to people commenting about her daughter's death on social media. She asked people to do something kind in the name of Kiely and let her friends and family heal during this difficult.
Oh, that's not exactly how she put it. I have that somewhere. I will find it. Right here. Let's just listen to the words that she wanted to tell us after she begged everybody for national attention and for help.
We are so grateful to have the opportunity to join together today with our friends.
Sorry, before I play this, can we just all say that it's super weird how she talks? How she extends the last letter of the word that she's saying?
To have the opportunity to join together today with our friends, family, and community in Kiely's name. Though we gather together, grief and healing is such a personal and individual thing. Today we will honor Kiely in honoring each other and holding each other up as we grieve in our own ways. We'll laugh, dance, share stories, songs, and poetry, or maybe we'll cry in a corner or at the podium. It's all okay. We'll remember and we'll create new memories as we all learn how to move forward in a world where we miss her. We are so blessed to be able to miss her together and to walk together.
Oh, look, you guys, look. There's the lady in the cloak, you guys. See? That is super weird. I don't care what anybody says. That is weird.
The way that she has brought everyone together, even in death, is a legacy that I will cherish forever. I'm hearing stories about people wanting to be nicer to each other in her memory. Kiely's dear friend recently told her mom.
See how her arms are not they're no sleeves? Y'all, this is a cloak.
That before all of this happened, she thought the word community had no real meaning, that it didn't really exist.
Community.
But after Kiely went missing, the way our community showed up in full force showed her that it in fact is so very real and so, so powerful. That kind of impact on our teens gives me hope, the demonstration of strength and togetherness, and the way that they have an army of supporters standing behind them.
They have an army of all right, let's just...
And the way that they have an army of supporters. The demonstration of kind of impact on our teens gives me hope, the demonstration of strength and togetherness, and the way that they have an army of supporters standing behind them.
She is talking about the teens that are running this. She is talking about Sammy. She's talking about Max. She's talking about the last people that saw her daughter alive. She is defending them at her daughter's memorial, her daughter's celebration of life. She is standing there talking about defending the teens. In my eyes, in my mind, that is not okay. That is unacceptable.
Will carry them far as they enter adulthood. We would like to thank everyone who has come together to support us in what we hope will be the most difficult time of our lives. There's no way that we'll be able to ever return the kindness, generosity, and compassion that has been extended to us over the last month, but we will live the rest of our lives trying, and in that trying, Kiely will be with us, reminding us to be kind, laugh, and sing, and that sometimes it's even okay to cry.
Which we have not seen you do yet.
In closing, I want to thank our media friends for respecting our request to give us privacy while we celebrate my daughter today. Unfortunately, the social media frenzy has become such a monster that our teens are suffering.
Our teens are suffering. Who was there to help your daughter when she was suffering? Certainly not those teens.
And we want to create a safe space for them to heal together without fear of something being taken out of context. To anyone who gains pleasure or satisfaction from commenting online, I ask you to take a moment to look inward and to try to recognize your motive. Remember the three gates that all words should flow through. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? I implore you to remember that there is honor in silence and there is kindness in minding your own business. You are talking about the death of my child.
Yeah, we are talking about the death of your child because you and nobody in your community seems to want to talk about the death of your child. You just want to sweep it under the rug, have all of us shut up, mind our own business, think it's an accident. That where there is no honor in silence. There is honor in standing up for your daughter. There is honor in figuring out what happened to her and who, by whom. That is honorable. Standing aside, doing nothing, and keeping your mouth shut is not honorable.
Our community's child.
The community's child. You guys, please tell me you see this. Tell me you hear the same thing that I am hearing.
It's time to let our children mourn their friend quietly, peacefully. I hope you can find other, more beautiful and helpful ways to spend your time and remember Kiely. Call your mom. Take a walk. Pick up a new hobby. Please know we got this. Let her rest.
You got this. All right, lady. I'm sorry. That all of you mothers in the chat right now, would this be ever something that you would say given the situation? Because to me, never, ever, never, never, never. These words would never come out of my mouth. I would want people to find out what happened to my child. I would want people digging around and calling out everything that they saw that was suspicious. That is getting justice for Kiely. Sitting around saying nothing, telling people to mind their own business, that is not going to get your daughter the justice that she deserves. So what is really going on here? What is really going on with these people in this freaking community? Is that not insane, you guys? How do I get off here now? Come on.
What just happened?
I don't even know. I have to get out of there.
Could be a virus.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? I see a lot of hell no's in the chat. Exactly. That's exactly where I'm at. For sure. Please, you guys, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. If you have not done so already, please join the channel. There's a link down in the description below. You can join the channel, become a member of the family. That would be awesome. Yeah, everything is appreciated. Also, there's a Cash App and a PayPal for those of you that want to donate to the channel. Everything is highly appreciated. But what I wanted to say about that clip that she just said, so she's like, these teens, they're so strong. They're going through all this. It's very courageous of them. They have an army behind them. And I said this on my channel the other day. We are Kiely's army. We are Kiely's army standing behind Kiely, trying to get justice for Kiely. So you go ahead and you stand behind those teens. And you stand over there and you protect them and you protect the community. And we will stay out here with looking for justice for Kiely. We will stand here behind and have Kiely's back because it seems like nobody in that area wants to have her back. Nobody cares, honestly. That's how it seems. And that's what we should be called, you guys. We'll be the CNY Army. You guys will be the CNY Army. Isn't that a good name? We'll be Kiely's army and the next person's army and the next person's army until we get justice for everybody. I mean, that's the plan. Hold on. I got to go over here. Breeze, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I am 100% in agreement. Good job. Thank you. We're doing, we're trying to do everything we can. Yeah, children of Truckee, you guys. Children of the woods. Okay, I'm almost done. I mean, it's just absurd, the kind of stuff that happened in this case, you guys. Can't you see it more and more when you point it out like this? It's crazy. It is crazy that this whole case, this whole story, goes off of the say-so of an 18-year-old pathological, narcissistic, manipulative liar. That's just my opinion. So now let me pull up some pictures for you guys that I had gotten and I wanted to pull out during this stream. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you guys. Okay. Now, all right, let me do this. So I'm going to pull up some pictures that I saved today. Okay? Let's just go through Kiely's memorial. And I want to point out this because I never noticed him before. Let me find him. This is super weird. All right, let's just go through the memorial pics. So let's go to Memorial 1. So here's the setup in the front of the celebration of life that she had. And it's, you guys, this is a weird setup. I have never heard of somebody having a cleansing station at a celebration of life. The lady who was running it, who was also telling us the story about how when Kiely was found, her main concern was how are we going to celebrate the Truckee community. That same lady was telling people to come down, make sure you come down to the cleansing station, cleanse yourself, get rid of all these evil spirits and entities and all of that. Have you ever heard of such things? I never in my life have heard of something like that at a memorial or a celebration of life or anything like that. So I'm just going to point that out there. But that could be just me. I could have gone, I've been to a lot of memorials and a lot of them. I've had a lot of family that has gone. Never in my life have I seen anything like this. So just want to point that unity thing to me.
Well, you know that girl that was talking? She cared about the team more than the girl.
Right. Okay. Now, the celebration of life. You just saw all the pictures, the mom talking, the people walking around. Everyone is in dresses. You know, they're in dresses, they're in short sleeve shirts, they're in shorts. It's obviously not cold out, right? So look at this picture, you guys. What is this dude's deal? Look at this guy. He's in black pants, black shoes, a black hoodie. His hood is up. It's obviously warm out. Everybody else is in like skirts, dresses, short sleeves, no sleeves. And this dude's covered from head to toe in black. Who is this guy? And why in the world is he dressed like that? That is super suspicious, in my opinion. Am I the only one that finds that odd? That it's a nice day out. It's warm. People are all in warm weather clothes. And this dude is dressed like he's in the middle of winter. With long-ass black pants, a black hoodie, his hood is up. Like he doesn't want to be seen. So who is this guy? Because I think that is super weird. I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Here's just another picture of the setup that they had. And you guys, I'm not going to lie. So when I first saw this, right, this flag, and by the way, those of you that know, purple is a big color for communities. Okay? And death. I will just say that. But when I first saw this picture, I looked at it and I saw it looked like a witch's. This is going to sound a little weird, but it looked like a hat, right? This looks like a hat. And then some kind of like beast head sticking out of the top of it. That's what I saw. And then other people were like, no, that's Kiely's silhouette. And then after I saw that, I'm like, okay, I can see how you could say that. But doesn't it also look like that to you guys? That's just the first thing I saw. So I wanted to point that out. And I'm not crazy, I swear. And then I took a picture of this guy. Because the tables and the ceremony and all that is happening way over this way. What the hell is this guy taking a picture of? A tree? A bush? I just thought that was weird. I just like to point out things that are weird and don't make any sense. So what is this guy taking a picture of? A tree? He could be a tree guy. He could have seen a bird or something over there, but I think that's weird. All right, now everybody said that Kiely's mom, they were like, isn't it weird that when Lindsay was giving that statement, nobody was looking at her? It's like she wasn't there and she was like put into that. No, you guys, because here it is. This is Lindsay, and here's the news people or whoever were taking that statement from her. They're all standing right here. So she was doing that during the ceremony. I saw that going through this video earlier. And this video was the Celebration of Life recorded live on Sluggish Sleuth's channel. So you guys can go check that out. But she is standing right here. I just took a screenshot from it. I think I took another one. Yeah, right here. See? Here's the guy with the camera. Here's Lindsay talking. And this was where she was giving her statement that to tell everybody to mind their own business and that these teens were suffering. Now, let me point out these two women right here. Can you guys see these guys? Why are they dressed like that in like long white cloths? And they got pants on, so they're not dresses. Like, what is this ceremony? What the hell is happening here?
Go to bed, chat.
That's my daughter. Okay. But isn't that weird, you guys? Tell them to hit that thumbs up.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button.
All right. But I just wanted to point that out, that she was actually there. But I don't know why nobody was looking at her. That was super weird. But she was there, so that's taken care of. What else did I get pictures of today? Nope, those are... Sorry, you guys. Let me go through these.
You have a bunch of
I
pictures.
know. This is that video that I was talking about yesterday that somebody put out pretending to be, like, tell Kylie's story. And it was just bullshit. It was the most ridiculous thing. I just took a picture of that yesterday, but I forgot to show it when I was doing the live, so I just wanted to put that in there. Here's Sammy, you guys, with the black belt, the black shirt. There's no, you guys, just because her stomach is sticking out and the shirt is pulled up a little bit does not mean anything. I'm just saying, here's the infamous belt that Sammy wanted to mention to us, make sure we knew about that belt. And yes, I know, belts are common. Lots of people have the same belts. I used to have one of these belts. But it's not the fact that Sammy has the belt on. It's the fact that Sammy made it a point for us to remember that belt. That's why that's important.
Thanks for donating to the channel. It helps us a lot.
And here's Miss Sammy and Miss Mags at the Celebration of Life. Did y'all see how she was dressed? I don't have a full picture of her. Did you guys see... Man. Did you guys see how she was dressed at that ceremony? People were like, she looks like she's getting ready to go accept an award. I said, no, she looks like she's getting ready to go to work on the corner. Who would wear such a dress to their friend's memorial or celebration of life? I'm just saying. Skin tight white dress. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about everything I've said? And before I end it, I really want you guys to take in that this could be very important. We need to look into this Cody Milne and find out what we can find out about him. Because he could be, not is, you guys. So don't get me wrong. Don't go around saying that I said that this kid is. I said this kid could be. He's assaults women. He's not a good guy. He's nobody will do anything about it. Administrators, cops, nobody will do anything. Somebody had to start a petition to get this kid removed because nobody will do anything about it. This is his picture. Okay? He looks like he'd fit in with that same crowd. His parents own a freaking tow company. Roadside assistance. I'm just saying. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys... It's crazy, right? Do you guys think that... Did this help anybody? Do you think that this makes any sense? What I'm trying to say here? That's funny. Somebody said Cody looks like he'd roofie his grandma. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny that he said that. Well, I hope you guys liked this live. I wanted to try to bring as much as I could, and I'm still working on my big Kiely project, so that'll come out as soon as it can. As soon as I can get it done. But I want to thank you guys all for watching, and I want to thank those of you that are new, that joined the family and joined the channel. And I want to thank everybody that super chatted and donated. You guys are awesome. For those of you that are just coming in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There's links in the description below. You can join the channel. There's 2 ways you can donate if you want to help out the channel. There's a Cash App and a PayPal. A lot of work goes into these things, you guys, and it's a lot of time, and I just hope that you guys get something out of it. I hope you guys appreciate it, and I know that a lot of you do. So this is what I do it for. I do it to get justice for Kiely, to call out these things, and I just hope you guys are with me. You know what I'm saying?
If you guys subscribe, you guys are going to join the CNY Army.
The CNY Army. I like that. You guys like that name? We'll be the army for the people that, you know, are... We'll be the army for the people who have not gotten justice. All right, you guys. I'm going to end this here. Please stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Please keep asking those hard questions, and let's get these people. Let's hold these teens responsible, because nobody in their life wants to. All right. We love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.